If I told you the fastest way to increase your company's valuation wasn't about selling more, raising your prices, or even landing that big new client, but actually about keeping more of the money that you already make, would you believe me? Everyone in business chases revenue. Very few actually chase profit. And in my experience, the owners who master both are the ones who command the biggest exit checks. And so today, I'm going to walk you through a simple 3-step system powered by ChatGPT that can reduce your monthly expenses by up to 25% without having to lay off a single employee. I've used it myself, and I've seen it add millions in enterprise value for other founders and operators in my network. You can literally run it this week. So let's start with why this conversation matters. Every single dollar that you cut from your expenses is a dollar that goes straight to your bottom line. Imagine at a 5x or 6x earnings multiple, that's $5 or $6 that's added to your exit price for every dollar that you're able to save. There's a guy in my network, he owns a mid-sized service company, and he was really feeling the squeeze on margins. I told him in a conversation about this simple ChatGPT hack that I'm going to share with you today. He ran it that same afternoon, less than an hour of work he spent on it, and he uncovered over $19,000 a month in savings. No layoffs, no sacrificing growth, and at his projected multiple, that one conversation added more than $1.3 million in enterprise value to his company. And the best part is he didn't have to change his entire business model. He just had to identify and clean up the waste. So step number 1, back when I was reviewing expenses for one of our real estate ventures, I realized that half the utility spend wasn't actually spent on utilities. It was outdated service contracts that nobody'd revisited in years. But I only spotted it because I had all the data in one place, side by side. So what you need to do in order to get ready to run this ChatGPT hack is pull your last 3 to 6 months of profit and loss statements, break those expenses into categories: payroll, software, marketing, travel, utilities, leases, inventory, professional services, and then list out any contracts or subscriptions with renewal dates. Note your key operational KPIs so that we know which expenses directly impact revenue generation. Once you've gathered all of that information, you want to use this exact ChatGPT prompt to give your ChatGPT audience. Here it is. I will paste in my last 3 to 6 months of P&L data, create a categorized expense map showing the largest spending areas, the cost per output if the data is available, and flag anything that looks unusual or potentially redundant. You'll be amazed at what GPT will spit out to you. Now, step number 2 is to run the ChatGPT CFO Audit. A business owner that I know in the capital raising space told me at a mastermind event that they were feeling stuck. They'd already tightened up their operations, and they thought their marketing budget was completely untouchable. I shared with him this GPT process, and when he ran it, the AI flagged 2 overlapping ad tech platforms that he hadn't realized were redundant. They kept the higher performing one and they cut the other, and that instantly freed up about $14,000. They were able to take that $14,000 and reallocate it into upgrading their investor onboarding system, which is something that's now generating even more investor confidence and capital flow. So what you need to do next to successfully do what my friend did is feed ChatGPT your categorized expense list that you got from step number 1. Give it a specific role and a clear mission, and ask it to prioritize the quickest wins. So in order to do that, you'll want to enter next this exact ChatGPT prompt. Write it in ChatGPT. You are a top 1% CFO and financial consultant. Your mission is to reduce my monthly expenses by 25% without layoffs. Review this expense list and recommend specific cost-cutting actions ranked by number 1, ease of implementation, number 2, time to savings, number 3, estimated monthly savings. Separate quick wins, things that can be implemented in less than 30 days, from medium term, 1 to 3 months, and long term, 3 to 6 months. Once you do that, ChatGPT will create a list of the quickest wins and the time frame in which you can implement those cost-cutting measures. Then it's time to move on to step number 3, which is to implement and track. In my own portfolio, we once renegotiated a materials vendor contract midterm, saving about 18% annually, just by asking for a multi-year commitment discount. That one email was worth about $42,000 over 3 years. The beauty of AI is that it doesn't just tell you where to cut, it can write the exact email or negotiation script for you. So here's what you'll want to do. Take the quick wins and execute them immediately. The wins from step number 2. Schedule time each month to review progress and use savings to strengthen growth levers like marketing, technology, acquisitions that can compound your overall exit value. In order to accomplish that, use this exact ChatGPT prompt. For each cost-saving action you recommended, write me a step-by-step implementation plan and, where relevant, draft the exact vendor negotiation email or cancellation script that I can send today. Now, this entire process is not theory. I've seen the exact 3-step plan ran across multiple companies and deals, mine and others, and the results speak for themselves. If you can cut even 10% of your expenses without having to do any layoffs, then you've created a valuation boost that would take months or even years of new increased sales and revenue to match. And if you hit 25%, you might just change your exit number entirely. So here's my challenge to you. Run the 3 prompts that I just gave you. Do it this week. And when you see what you find, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear the numbers. And remember, revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, and valuation, that is your legacy. And just like your exit, you have to own it.